they maybe lash out on a person or abuse somebody else. Because most people say, folks tend to, when they abuse person, tend to abuse another person. Just like they say, hurt people hurt people. The same thing go with abuse. If you have been verbally abused, then you tend to, that's the way, your way of communicating, because that's the way they have been communicating back to you. So you feel like this is the way that you have to communicate, so you communicate that way. And so, we just want to give our kids a way, a place where they can come out and be a kid and have fun and just watch their the way that they communicate with other kids. The way they communicate. And so sometimes we have to show them a better way how to communicate with each other. A better way to communicate with each other. And so that's what we did Friday night. Every Friday night is youth night. So, like I said, bring your kids out. Show them as well. Because most kids, they don't know how good they have it. They don't know. The thing won't play. But yeah, they don't know how good they have it. Having them, just parents in the home, or just make sure that they are good. And sometimes that's the only meal that some kids do receive is on Friday when they come to youth night. We got one gentleman today, he come and get food for his sister and take it back to his sister, which is awesome. He thinking about his siblings have to eat. And that's kind of a positive influence that we want to lead the kids when they leave us. We want to leave them with a positive influence, let them know that we have their back, let them know that they're, when they come on Friday, that they're safe and they have a way to, somewhere that they can be their self and talk. And so that's what we pretty much did on Fridays. And if you have, like to volunteer, just hit me up on Facebook and I'll direct you to the person that you need to talk with. My Facebook name is Nicole Hayes. You can look me up on Facebook and send me a friend request if you'd like to be involved. If you have ideas or something that you would like to implement and bring into youth night to help the kids. I know some young ladies are getting together, and we are a young lady have a curriculum that she have created, and that we will be helping the young ladies out. It's a 7-session curriculum, where we will be helping the girls out and also bringing the parents in so they can see what we're doing with the girls, from mentoring to showing them how to save money, what their goals are, what their purposes, what they enjoy, just pulling it out of them. Because some kids are like I said again, they like to hold stuff in. So we just we are doing this, and we are pulling something out of them that they enjoy doing, and showing them how to continue to keep it going, how to keep it consistent, how to bring it to life. And so I am very excited with that curriculum, and I can't wait until we start doing this curriculum to help some ladies out. And then once the session over, we're going to have a celebration for them. For completing the program. And just something that we're doing to reaching back to help our kids out. And so that's pretty much what we did Friday. Saturday, too much do nothing out in the community. I just did some run around, some unnecessary driving and stuff and doing it. So that's pretty much what I did Saturday. Didn't do too much in the community Saturday, but I know that we have some of our guys and our girls doing fundraising for the SUT, and which we really appreciate with that. Just the fundraising make sure we have some funds to be able to help us with the youth night and with the transition department and all other community events that we have going on. That's the purpose of them going out doing fundraising to raise money to be able to do what we do, because this is something that we don't do just when just on holidays, but we be consistent in doing it. We try to we don't try to, but we do. Make sure that we have food and clothing and shoes and if you know someone that are in need of some food and clothes, because we have a clothes pantry and we also have a food pantry. So if you know someone that is in need of some food and some clothes, like I said again, hit me up on Facebook, Nicole Hayes, and I'll make sure that they get the assistance that they need. If it's something we are not able to do, I reach out to my other colleagues and make it happen, because it's help out here. It's help out here. We just have to make sure that we continue to just continue to promote, continue to just continue to make sure that we stay putting it out there that SUT is here, and we are a community. We have a 501c, and when we always when someone is in need, we're there to help. So that's pretty much. And on and Sunday, you have me, Real Talk 101. Like I said, real ideas, real conversation, real people, bring a real solution. That's pretty much is pretty much a breakdown of what my show is. Just talking to them about real solutions, real ideas, real conversations, some real stuff. What we're going through. Not some stuff that's gonna go in one ear and come out the other. Because with me, if you ain't talking about nothing, then you pretty much gonna lose me, because I'm about, building and coming together, unity, I'm about unity and helping one another out when you're able to help, having a little, and having fun while you're doing it, having fun while you're doing it. And that's pretty much, how my weekend have been going, and I'm so excited for next weekend. I can't wait till next weekend, but I have a little bit announcement that I would like to also, I'm here by myself, y'all, so which is all good. My girls, they out, my young ladies that normally be here, my sisters, my queens, they have family member came in, and also doing some other things that they have going on. So call in, I have to call in. The phone number is 470-839-0701. Let me know what you think about the topic tonight. Let's discuss about the topic tonight. Even if there's a book that you have read, that book that you have read or are reading, and you would like to discuss about it, call in. Let's talk about it. Like I said, I'm open to some real life stuff. Right now, the book I'm reading is matter of fact, I had to get the book. But I'm always reading. I love to read. I'm always reading something. Sometimes I don't get to read the whole book because another book may grab my attention and I have to open that book up. But the current book that I do want to read is the book by God, if I'm saying his name, Champagne to God. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but I think he Black Privilege. I want to just read it, just read it and see what he's talking about. So it was when I didn't even know he wrote a book until I seen one of my friends on Facebook put it up, and so I was like, oh, okay, this book might be interesting. Let me read this and see what it's about. Can it because I get bored real quick. So if I'm reading something and it's not keeping my attention, give me that, give me, something I can post. that can help somebody else out, then I pretty much get bored with that book and then have to start off with another book. But I love reading. I always read when I was growing up. So as a child, I was always reading. That was my way of escaping, my way of just keeping my mind focused and in tune, and so I would just read. And so I tried to implement that in my kids to read as well. Get a book and read. Open that book up and use your imagination and learn some stuff. Because I heard a quote someone said, and it was a very interesting quote, and it said that if you want to hide something, put it in a book. If you want to hide something from black people, put it in a book. And I was like, wow. And it was like a kind of deep little quote there, because I don't know how true that is, but as I'm looking, like, if I'm looking at my situation and my life and the people that are around me, and a lot of people I know don't want to pick up a book and read it. They don't want to read. They want someone to tell them everything, or to want somebody to figure it out for them. And most of the stuff that we need to know or need to learn is in a book. Someone put it in a book for us to know, to figure stuff out. And I just want to encourage people, just, get a book one day, and just a book that, I remember I used to read those them pimp books, some Zanes, and I know y'all know about them books. Them Zanes and Toni Morrison books, and them books. Now I'm into books that I can learn from. They really help assist me. Very interesting books. That's why I enjoy reading, like very knowledge books, and books that someone I know have written themselves. I enjoy reading books that people have written. They're people that I know, friends that I know that have written books. I also like to read their books as well, because most of the time, people that that have written books is something that they have experienced, they have went through, and they have what I'm trying to say. They have encouraged themselves to write a book. They have allowed us to learn something about them. They allow us to come into their space of what they have written. And so I encourage my listeners to pick up a book. If you have a book you have read and you think it's a book that some other people need to read, start a book club. Let's start a book club, and let us come together and discuss that book. I love stuff like that. I was a part of a book club a couple years ago, which I really had fun. It was we read different books. It wasn't just about I have a call coming in. Let's see who's calling in to the Real Talk 101. Good evening. You have called the one Real Talk 101, who I give the pleasure to talk with.
This is Bridget Yelder calling in, Queen.
Hi, what's up? Hey, Queen, how you doing?
I am fantastic. How are you?
I am great. I'm great. Just trying to, holding in this 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So what give us the pleasure of you calling this evening?
Well, I'm basically calling in to discuss my book.
Okay.
And the title of my book is I Got Away. And it is my true life story of the experiences that I had with domestic violence. And basically, in my life, I've experienced several situations that ended up in domestic violence, and it was all